Most people will spend their entire lives chasing money, and yet never truly understand how money works. They work harder, they save more, they cut coupons, they pray for raises, but they never stop to ask, how do the wealthy think about money? You see, money isn't just currency. It's psychology, it's mindset, it's energy and motion. And those who master their minds, master their finances. Today, I'm going to show you the 6 powerful ways. The rich think differently about money. And if you listen closely, if you truly absorb this message, your relationship with money will never be the same. You don't need more money right now. What you need is the mindset that allows money to come to you. One of the greatest misunderstandings about wealth is this. Poor people chase money like it's the prize. Rich people use money like it's a tool. You see, when your only goal is to have more money, you're already playing the wrong game. You're running on a treadmill, faster, harder, longer, but never actually moving forward. The wealthy understand something fundamental. Money is not the purpose. Money is the power that builds a purpose. Let me put it this way. You don't build a house to admire the hammer. You use the hammer to build the house. Money is that hammer. The poor look at their bank account as a scoreboard. The rich, they look at it as a toolbox. They don't ask, how much money do I have? They ask, what can this money do for me? What can it build? What can it solve? What can it unlock? When I studied the habits of self-made millionaires, I discovered they rarely chased dollar signs. They chased outcomes. They chased freedom. They chased purpose. Money was simply a way to get there faster. The moment you start seeing money as a tool, not a trophy, you begin to treat it differently. You use it to invest, not impress. You use it to create assets, not feed your ego. You use it to expand your vision, not escape your life. Poor people often use money to numb their problems. Rich people use money to solve them. So if you've been chasing money, trying to collect it like stamps or trophies, stop. Ask yourself instead, what am I building? What is the purpose so big? That money becomes a necessary ally to fulfill it. Because once your money has purpose, it flows with direction. And when money has direction, wealth begins to grow. The average man sees a wall and stops. The wealthy man sees that same wall and starts looking for the door. This is one of the sharpest differences between the rich and the poor. Focus. Poor people focus on problems. Rich people focus on possibilities. Where you place your attention determines your direction. And when all your attention is on fear, lack, and limitation, your actions become paralyzed. Let me ask you, when a crisis hits, do you freeze? Do you complain? Or do you lean in with questions like, what can I do? What can I learn? Where's the opening others are missing? I've spoken to hundreds of self-made millionaires, and every single one of them told me the same thing. My biggest breakthroughs came in the middle of my biggest problems. Why? Because they trained their minds to look for opportunity in the ashes. While the average person is screaming, everything's on fire, the wealthy are already rebuilding, innovating, investing. One man sees a failing market and walks away. Another sees that same market and thinks, now is the time to buy. Now is the time to build. Now is the time to rise. The poor mindset says, I can't because. The rich mindset asks, how can I? This isn't optimism. It's discipline. It's mental toughness. It's refusing to let problems dictate your potential. I remember once being in a room with a man who lost everything in a business deal, while others comforted him. He was already sketching out his next plan. He said, I didn't lose. I paid for a very expensive education. That's the mindset that builds empires. Here's the truth. Opportunities don't shout. They whisper, and you can't hear them if you're too busy complaining. Wealth comes to those who are willing to look beyond what's wrong and see what could go right. Train your eyes to spot the openings. Condition your mind to expect them, because the moment you shift your focus from obstacles to opportunities, the money starts to move in your direction. Let me tell you a secret most never learn. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. The wealthy understand this with absolute clarity. That's why they treat their time like a sacred asset. While the poor are trading hours for dollars, the rich are buying freedom with their minutes. Think about it. You can lose money and make it back. But lose a year, a month, a day, and it's gone forever. That's why the rich don't just spend time. They invest it. Every meeting, every call, every task, it's evaluated through one question. Is this the highest use of my time? If it's not, they delegate it. If it's draining, they eliminate it. If it's essential, they dominate it. The poor often think saving a few dollars is smart. The rich know saving a few hours is wise. They'll pay others to mow the lawn, clean the house, manage the inbox. Why? So they can spend their energy on creation, vision, and wealth building. They protect their calendar like it's Fort Knox, because they know whoever controls your time controls your life. Let me ask you, are you scheduling your goals? Or just reacting to life? Are you creating time for growth, reading, reflection, or filling your hours with distractions and busyness? Here's something I teach all my students. Show me your calendar, and I'll show you your future. You want to know how someone became wealthy? Look at how they spent their time 5 years ago. You want to know where someone will be in 5 years? Look at how they're spending their time today. The rich buy time. The poor sell it. The rich build systems. The poor stay stuck in cycles. And the moment you begin treating time as your most valuable currency, your wealth will begin to grow, not just in money, but in freedom, peace, and purpose. If I could whisper just one truth into your ear, it would be this. Before the rich ever invested in real estate, stocks, or business, they invested in themselves. You see, wealth doesn't begin in your bank account. It begins in your mind. And the rich know that the most profitable asset they will ever own is themselves. They read while others scroll. They study while others sleep. They hire coaches, attend seminars, buy books, take risks on education, not because they're already wealthy, but because they understand this is how you become wealthy. I once asked a self-made millionaire what his highest ROI investment ever was. He said, a $25 book I read at 19. It shifted my mindset forever. You cannot outperform your mindset. You cannot grow your income beyond your level of identity. And you cannot attract wealth if your self-image is bankrupt. That's why the rich don't ask, how much does it cost? They ask, what is this worth to my future? They know that knowledge compounds, that skills build leverage, that transformation starts within. Let me tell you, you are either investing in your growth or in your distractions. One leads to wealth, the other to regret. Most people hesitate to spend $100 on a course, but will spend $1,000 on a new phone. That's not a money problem. That's a mindset problem. The rich, they see investing in themselves as non-negotiable because they've seen it pay off, not just in dollars, but in clarity, confidence, and power. So here's what I say to you. The greatest secret of the wealthy is that their real fortune is internal. Their mind is sharp. Their energy is high. Their vision is clear. Want to change your life? Don't start with money. Start with you. Build your value, and wealth will chase you. The poor think in hours. The middle class thinks in months. The rich think in decades. That is the difference. That is the reason some struggle and others soar. You see, the wealthy understand a truth that most never grasp. Real wealth is not built overnight. It's built over time with patience, vision, and unshakable discipline. The poor chase fast money, lottery tickets, quick flips, overnight schemes. The rich plant seeds that will feed generations. They don't ask, how much can I make today? They ask, how can I build something that lasts 20 years? And because they think long term, they make better decisions. They don't panic when the market dips. They don't abandon plans because of a bad month. They don't confuse activity with progress. A man who thinks in decades doesn't chase. He builds. He doesn't get distracted by noise. He stays committed to the vision. It's why the rich create empires while others chase paychecks. Let me ask you, are you acting based on your feelings today? Or on the future you say you want? Because if your actions aren't aligned with your 10-year vision, then your 10-year vision is just a fantasy. The wealthy write the next chapter of their life before the world sees it. And then they work, quietly, relentlessly, with purpose, until it's real. They don't care about applause today. They care about legacy tomorrow. So here's your choice. You can keep thinking small, acting short-term, and settling for less. Or you can expand your timeline, stretch your mind, and begin to build something that lasts. Because the moment you start thinking like the wealthy, in decades, not days, your entire world begins to change. Let's take a moment to remember what we've uncovered today. Because these 5 laws of money, they aren't just strategies. They're principles. And principles are timeless. Law number 1, money follows clarity. If you don't know what you want, money won't either. Clarity isn't a luxury. It's your compass. Law number 2, your money grows to the level of your identity. You'll never rise above the limits you place on yourself. Upgrade your identity, and your income will follow. Law number 3, focus on opportunities, not obstacles. The rich don't ignore problems. They refuse to be controlled by them. Shift your focus. Shift your future. Law number 4, value time more than money. You can make more dollars, but never more days. Invest your time where it counts, because time is the real currency of the wealthy. Law number 5, invest in yourself first. Before you build wealth, build you. You are the most powerful asset you will ever own. My friend, money is not just a tool. It's a mirror. It reflects how you think, how you plan, and how you grow. Don't just listen to these laws. Live them. Let them guide your decisions. Let them shape your habits. Let them become the standard you hold yourself to. Because the moment you honor these laws, you stop chasing wealth and start attracting it.